Hello, my name is Lisa Herrick and I founded 31st Street Swing Left back in 2017 after Trump was elected. And here we are 3+ years later and we're all even more distressed than we were back then. Hard to imagine, but we are. And 31st Street has been working for 3+ years on electing Democrats. We have raised a ton of money and we've been donating ourselves, raising money from friends, families, and our broad networks. And we've knocked on thousands and thousands of doors canvassing for specific Democratic candidates. But this year in 2020, we're shifting our strategy a bit because it has become clear that voter registration is one of the most effective ways we can try to get back our country. If you register a voter that has been disenfranchised or has felt helpless historically and has not voted, or who has been suppressed in terms of voting by the ridiculous rules that the Republicans have set up in certain states. If you register that voter, you get somebody at the polls who's going to vote up the ticket for several candidates. And if you register that voter in a way that gives them a sense of activism, you could have a Democratic voter for life. So it's a big bang for the buck. And we at 31st Street have researched and found an amazing organization called YouCanVote in North Carolina, which is a key state. You're going to see a couple of videos about YouCanVote, which will tell you a lot more about it and about what 31st Street volunteers have been doing in North Carolina. But I just want to let you know that we believe donating to this organization is going to be a very effective way to use your money. The organization is a 501c3. It's actually a nonpartisan organization, so your donations are tax deductible, but they focus on communities of color. They go into detention centers. They go into college campuses. So they are registering people who are very likely to vote Democrat. North Carolina is a key state. It's a super state. We might be able to flip that state from red to blue like we did Virginia, woohoo, and get the legislature to be a majority Democrat. We also think that the Senate seat there is very vulnerable. Tillis is a vulnerable candidate, Cunningham is a strong candidate, and if we get that Senate seat, we are well on our way of winning back the Senate. It's hard to imagine, but we can do it. And it has 15 electoral college votes. And analysts say that if Democrats win North Carolina, it's going to make it very difficult for Trump to win in November. So we're focusing on YouCanVote. We're focusing on North Carolina for this virtual house party, and I just thank you for attending by watching these videos and donating through the link. It is so important to be active right now while we're hiding out in our houses, and it's just great that you've tuned in, and I really appreciate it. I would ask you to really consider donating generously. I don't know what it's worth to each of us to sink money into the equity of our country and try to get it back, but I'm thinking in terms of mortgage payments. Like, is it worth a mortgage payment? Is it worth 2 mortgage payments? I mean, if we don't win in November, I can't really imagine what's going to happen next in my lifetime, in my children's lifetime, in my grandson's lifetime. So we got to do it. We got to do it now. So I really appreciate your tuning in, and I ask you to be generous with your donation. And I can't promise you that 31st Street's not going to come back again and ask you to donate to other amazing organizations or candidates. But right now we're focusing on YouCanVote. And thank you. Thanks a lot. And take care. I hope you're well.